Hello everyone, we are just over 4 minutes away from State of the Game number 142, and I have two guests. Hey guys. Hi.
Hello. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How do you say Happy New Year in French? Bonne année?
Bonne année. Yeah. You see, you don't even need me anymore.
I've learned more French since working at Ubisoft.
We can do State of the Game all in French now. L'état du jeu.
Yeah, there you go. All right, it seems to be working. We'll see you all in just under 4 minutes. All right, bye. Hello everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to State of the Game number 142 on the 8th of January 2020. I can't believe it's 2020. Like, yeah. That's the whole intro, by the way. No, but
you sound like super excited because it's the new year.
Well, can you believe that there are people, I mean, depending on the drinking age where you live, people like in bars who were not born in the last millennium? You were probably one of those people, hi. If you if you are one of those people who were born and didn't manage to see the 90s, let us know in chat. You should only now just be playing The Division because it's, what, like 17 plus, depending where you live?
Depending where you live,
Also, I just want to mention, like, there's probably a bunch of people in Australia right now, and I want to mention, like, we're thinking of you because it looks pretty rough down there right now.
Yes.
So, Australians, yeah, everyone here is thinking about you because that's looking really, really intense. Okay, I know what we do here at the start of the show is make sure that we get through everything you need to know before we get into the other stuff. We'll be talking to Yannick and Drew about some upcoming things very soon, but let's hit it with the priority alerts for today. All right, so there was a maintenance yesterday, cool, back-end changes and the introduction of a new apparel cache, the legacy cache. We'll talk about that in just a sec. Yep. Actually, that's kind of the main thing, let's talk about it now. What can you tell us about the legacy cache? Because there are a few different caches. I think a lot of people can sometimes be a little bit confused about the differences between them.
Yep.
Where does the legacy cache fit into the whole cache-scape?
Well, the idea with the legacy cache is just how can we provide another way for people to acquire some vanity items for cheap without having to go through duplicates and things like that. So it's basically a paid cache that gives you items from the standard pool that you can also get with the standard cache. But therefore that one doesn't have any duplicates. So you can just buy keys, open caches, and there's a limited amount of items that are linked to that cache and that will cycle regularly. And so you can make sure that you're going to get all the items that are part of that.
No duplicates?
No duplicates.
Okay. So there's not the whole XP situation with those?
No, not with those.
Okay. So we have the legacy caches. What are the other caches that we have?
So,
are there any changes to those as well?
So there's one change, but just as a recap, so what that means is that from gameplay, when you play the game, you can get keys to the standard caches that will give you items. These can have duplicates. Then when there is an apparel event, you can also from gameplay get keys to the apparel event caches. These don't have duplicates. These you can also purchase. And then on top of that, there is now a legacy cache, but this one can only be purchased and doesn't have any duplicates. This one you cannot get from gameplay. Now, one change that we're making to the standard caches, so the ones you can only get from gameplay.
In the future, not...
In the future.
Okay.
Yeah. This one is coming with episode 3, but the change we're making, and there's a communication, there's an explanation a bit more detailed on the forums, is that we wanted to address the fact that when you get a duplicate, it can be very frustrating because, like you want that item, you want those items, you get duplicates, and duplicates give you XP, and XP gives you eventually another key that, at some point gives you a key that will give you another chance to get this item, but it's not a really great experience. So what we've changed now is, or what we're changing with episode 3, is when you get a duplicate, instead of getting XP, you're going to get a new thing that we call textiles. And then with those textiles, you will be able to purchase items from the store with the textiles, so without having to spend any money. So what that means is when you get duplicates, instead of getting XP that will give you another cache eventually, you get something that you will be able to spend to buy exactly the item you want.
Okay, so everything that's on the store will either cost textiles or premium currency?
Will cost textile or premium currencies. Not everything. There are still some, like the freshly new things that we put on the store might not be available for textiles right away, but eventually everything will.
Got it. All right. If there are any questions about that, we'll be here to answer any of those. There are some current issues that we are looking into, so if we can go through those quickly. Drew, can you tell us anything about what's happening with the raid leaderboards? Or is that more your thing?
Yeah, I think Yannick actually. I'm volunteering.
Nice one.
Yeah.
No, so I mean, there's a thing with the raid leaderboards. There's a situation where people have found ways to actually beat the raid faster than it's supposed to be. And that shows on the leaderboard, so you can see some of the highest ranking that have times that don't seem actually plausible. So this is something we're looking at. The good thing with leaderboard is that it directly gives us also a focus and names on who's actually there, so we can directly look at those accounts and see if these times are actually legit or not. And then it's just a question of what do we do about that? Can we remove those from the leaderboards, and how do we make sure that we have a rule that is across the board and that is fair for everyone? Great. So this is something we are currently discussing here. How are we going to approach that? But yes, we are fully aware of the situation, and we're going to be addressing it.
Great. I know you do know about the raid activity summary, because there's some issues with the activity summary, right?
Yes.
All right. What are we planning to do with it?
Yannick.
Damn, I'm really trying to include you, Drew. I'll do my best.
Nice one. Yeah, there's a bunch of there's issues with the activity summary that it doesn't show the right information and everything. So this is something we're looking at. We don't necessarily have a solution right now, so we might actually go in a direction where we remove it for now and we'll bring it back when it's actually fixed. Because right now it just gives wrong information, so it makes no sense to keep it for the time being if it's just providing wrong information.
All right. What about, I've seen a lot of people still reporting issues with invisible walls.
Yeah.
Do you know what's going on with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give us any more information about it?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we can talk about this. So, so there's been a lot of investigation into invisible walls. Like behind the scenes, kind of what's happening, right? Is it has to do with streaming. And basically
Streaming from the hard drive.
From the hard drive.
Because I think when we say streaming, people think like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, so like streaming from the hard drive. So there's obviously a lot of data that we're constantly grabbing off the hard drive, which like depending on how fast your hard drive, and like of course there's a whole chain of like going through the CPU, whatnot. But typically it's the hard drive speed that's kind of a bit of a bottleneck sometimes when we stream. So if you have a slower hard drive and you have lots of high-res textures, for example, or other things that that you're streaming in, that can cause sometimes some slowdowns. So that's what that invisible wall essentially is our nav mesh hasn't really finished streaming in yet.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, it sounds like we're heading more in the direction of identifying exactly what it is, right? And
That's right.
Is that because we've seen more of the reports on specific pieces of hardware, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yannick, do you know off the top of your head?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was reading chat.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yannick
all right.
I was just nodding, pretending I'm listening.
smoldering
But,
in the-
damn it. What was the question?
No, someone even brought it up in chat. I was saying like specific pieces of hardware can, like if your hard drive is slower, and someone was saying an SSD really helps with it.
Yes, it helps.
SSD is absolutely going to help.
Yeah.
Right. You probably see, less of it on the PC than you would on maybe some of the consoles.
Depending on your PC.
Depending on the PC, if you have a really slow, 5400 RPM hard disk drive, you probably are going to run into it. There's all sorts of factors like that.
To be fair, we're not saying that people should, have to upgrade their stuff to get the proper
No,
experience.
Just to be clear, it's
Not
still,
at all.
our responsibility to provide a good experience no matter what hardware you have. So.
Which we are like in progress of.
Yes,
correct.
We have like a couple different kind of plans on how to address it. So there already have been things that we've done that have improved it, but we're trying to basically create the best solution and the shortest amount of time possible.
Okay, all right. Two other things. Shotguns in the Dark Zone.
Yeah.
We definitely know about it. Have you had any conversations internally about what you want to do there, or if you
I'm going to send a text.
Okay.
This is. I said I wouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to send a text, and if we get an answer back, then,
All right.
then we'll see.
It doesn't get more live than that.
That's right.
Stick around. So,
Guess who that text
are you
is going
messaging
to?
Frederick?
It's going to Frederick,
Okay.
absolutely.
It's
You
going to
can,
Frederick.
Yep.
He might be watching right now. So.
No, but we
Yeah.
definitely know about the shotguns being an issue.
Yes.
There are some potential things we can do
Yes.
on our side, but
Yes.
those have to fit into upcoming updates, which we'll talk about. very soon.
But we've discussed it here. The question is just, have we had time to make a change for an upcoming update or not?
All right.
Is what we need to confirm.
Great. And as soon as we have more information, we will let you know.
So
Do we have? What?
it looks like TU7,
So episode
Okay.
3.
episode 3,
Yes.
Okay.
in the
Yep.
is
All right.
the timeline.
We don't have that date for you right now, but it is coming
Yes.
soon. We'll talk more about episode 3 or TU7 in just a second. But I want to talk about enemies getting stuck in their spawn points quickly. So they get stuck in
Thank you,
spawn
Fred.
closets, hard to kill. You know.
Yeah.
Do we have any fixes for that?
We also have something that we're working on for that one. And if I'm right, and I hope I am right because I'm going to say it, that's also for episode 3.
Okay.
Yes.
We also have a fix
Alright.
coming for that.
And that should help a lot more cases. It
Yeah.
should be kind of more of a fail-safe that we introduce, so it hopefully fixes the vast majority of cases where it happens.
Right. Great segue, because now we can talk a little bit about episode 3. I do want to start this off by saying it is free for everyone. There's still some people who
course.
out there
Yep.
like, oh, I don't know if I have enough cash to get episode 3. It's free. You can
just
jump
like episode
on.
1 and 2.
Exactly. You will be able to play it free of cost.
Yes.
That's always awesome. Free stuff is great. There will be.
Provided you have the game.
Yes, we don't have a date for that just yet. I just want to make sure that I read the thing properly.
Use the proper words.
No, we don't have a date.
Okay.
The date was for something else. But it's not far off. And in the coming weeks, we'll be talking more about when it
Yeah.
is coming.
Yeah.
All we can say now is February.
Oh. Okay.
That's it.
That's cool that we can
There
say
you
that.
go. So it's not March, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw people in chat that
Yeah.
were saying, "Oh, episode 3 not before March." So
No,
there
it's
you
coming
go.
in Feb.
February.
So as soon as we have more information about it, we'll let you know. I do want to state there's no PTS for this one, right?
No.
Why is that?
Because episode 3 is mostly going to be a narrative addition. So it's going to be adding story content, and we'll get a bit more in the content. But there is no big changes, no balancing things we need to test or these kind of things. So that's why we're not going to do a PTS, because we don't want to put those missions on a PTS, and therefore there would be like not many things to test.
Yeah.
So we'd rather just try to release it earlier instead of actually delaying it, because we would do a PTS to test just very minimal things.
Great. So that's 2 new main missions. The 2 classified assignments for people who do have
Yep.
the pass.
Yep.
There's going to be a new specialization.
Yes.
And we're not talking about exactly what that is today. People have said in the community, like, I really want to do
Yeah.
that. I've seen it before. People have been
You
like,
have, yeah.
I wish I could do that. And
Yep.
it's coming. So
They've been
do with that what you will.
What are the other guesses? I'm super curious
Some of
to
the-
see in
yeah.
chat here.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say
People
anything.
have guessed right
Wow.
amongst all the guesses that have been there. We've seen the right ones.
Cool. All right. Well, we shall see. But in the coming weeks, we'll be showing you exactly what that is. And it's going to be very, very cool. There is a new exotic coming, and we actually managed to grab some footage of it from a development build
Yes.
a little bit earlier today. Can we take a look at that pretty footage that you captured, George? Let's see the new exotic. I don't know the final name. The chameleon, I think. Is that
I don't know if we
that the name? Yeah.
called it that or not. Is that? Yeah.
so?
That's what we called it internally.
Can you make that video loop? I don't know. I just kind of want to see if people see what's happening. Let's see if it loops around. All right.
A lot of people are guessing it's an SMG.
Exotic
God.
Victor. Yes. So you may have noticed by now that the color of it is changing. Did you catch it? Did you catch it? It changes based on what you are standing on, which is super cool.
That's right.
Oh,
Your
really?
surroundings.
Yeah. Your surroundings. So it like
Yeah.
basically
even
Not not just what you're standing,
Yeah.
but basically what the you know.
like the dominant colors.
Exactly.
Right? So like I said, like checks light probes about like dominant colors in the scene, and then
Totally.
you get to see like it actually
It's
changes.
like a chameleon, right?
Yeah. All
That's all it does.
I wish we just call
Changes
it.
Yeah.
color.
So otherwise, it's just a completely normal weapon. Nothing's no. I'm
It's
kidding.
actually underpowered.
Yeah.
It doesn't even do any damage, just changes color.
Just changes color. That's it.
Yeah.
Should have called it the octopus and just had like
We're trying a new thing.
tentacles. That'd be sick. No, but it's really cool. I think that's one of the prettiest
It's really
things
cool.
I've seen.
Yeah.
In
It's
terms
really
of
cool.
talents and damage and stuff, we'll wait for Frederick to be on to chat about
Yep.
that.
Yes.
He's,
Yep.
I'm sure, very excited about it. Because,
Yeah.
anytime he gets to put a new exotic out, it's always a good time.
Yes.
So the same thing as well, I just want to note, so people who do have the Year 1 pass will get the 2 classified assignments, the instant unlock of the new specialization.
Yes.
So it'll work the same way as previous
Yep.
episodes
So
of
you get the specialization right away, and for people that don't have the pass, they will be able to do the what's that thing called? The field
The-
research.
Yeah, we
The
call
special
it
field
something
research.
different.
Yeah, we use different names. They will be able to complete the field research to unlock it.
So the other thing as well, what did I want to say? Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, we definitely should have a look at that. People who have seen the episode 3 trailer already know that we're going to Coney Island. And
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
super dope. But for the
Yeah.
people who missed it, I do want to make sure that you get to see it. It's really cool. We'll be back in I think it's a minute long. No, it's 30 seconds. All right, we'll see you in like 30 seconds. All right.
It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy. Let me try with pleasure.
We had the training. We fought to protect the weak. But training doesn't prepare you to hunt someone you used to call brother. He has left us no other choice. If we don't stop him, there will be nothing left to save.
All right, coming early 2020, and we know now it's coming next month, so not far away.
Yes.
That's right.
Narratively, there's some stuff going on there. People might have
It's an important
picked
one.
out some
Yes.
things. It is important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so
And people notice some cleaners.
People might have not.
I'm so
seen cleaners.
so scared of saying too much. But it's coming really soon.
I'm just reading the chat.
Yeah. I mean, they're saying it. All right. Yes. So it took 2 shots to take the cleaner out. You don't know what weapons are in episode 3? And maybe those cleaners are like JTF. Oh, shots fired.
All right.
Well, people are making a lot of predictions. I'm going to move on before I say anything. So, obviously, this is the start of the year. It's only the 8th of January. We've got a lot of state of the games to get through. We've got a lot
Yes.
of updates coming.
Yes.
Can I jump on
You can
the
jump
next
on
point?
anything.
Because I see people asking in chat, so I'd rather address it. We had it in there anyway, but people are asking about the raid. So just to be clear, the raid is not coming with episode 3, the second raid. We're still working on the raid. We said it was coming in 2020, which we're in now. So we know everybody has expectations there. But yes, we're working on it. It's not with episode 3. It will be coming after that.
Yeah. No, it's good. I've seen stuff internally. Have you done the playtest for it?
Yeah, I
haven't
mean,
had a chance.
we've tried it, and it's really shaping up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It
really
looks-
gonna be.
it's really cool.
insane.
Yeah, it's gonna be really.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really, really cool.
Yeah, but we'll. This is again the first
Yes.
day of the game for the year. We will have more shows where we can focus
Yeah.
a bit more in depth on exactly what's going on with that. Some, as we get more information, an ETA on that will be shared with you.
Yes.
For sure. But again, not episode 3. But we do have more State of the Games coming up. So next week, who's here next week? Drew and Frederick.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Frederick's going to come on.
all right, Yannick's
Yeah.
getting
Some
demoted.
nitty-gritty stuff.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm not invited anymore.
But we're going to be talking, and we alluded to this last year, about
Yeah.
some of the big things coming in an update
That's
after
right.
episode 3.
That's
Not
right.
episode 3, but an update coming shortly
Yeah.
after. Item stats, the whole RNG.
Yeah. Which we showed off a little
anything
bit
with
last year.
Exactly.
Yep.
And some of the UI quality of life changes. We'll talk about
Yep.
that next week. So next Wednesday, same time, same place. And then the week after that, we're doing like recalibration and the whole stat storing stuff.
Yeah, that's right. So stats, UI improvements, kind of inventory recalibration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. We actually have a pretty image to go along with this whole plan for the next few weeks. So let's take a look at that. Mike's just yelling at me.
This
saying,
is great,
"Hamish!"
actually, that we have. Yeah.
January 15th. So item stats, RNG, and UI. The week after that, recal and skill power. And then January 29th, episode 3, and whatever that next specialization is going to be.
Whatever is specialization.
Yes.
Now, I think it's going to be interesting to talk about the item stats and RNG, especially with what we showed before the holiday break. And there's been a lot of discussions about it. So I think it's going to be good to be able to talk a bit more about it and give a
Yes.
bit more information.
Super excited to talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot coming. I know people, as we are hungry to give you that information. I know you're asking for it as well. We've been back at work since Tuesday, so we've got a lot coming, and I know you want it all now, but it's on the way.
Yeah.
And we will talk about it a lot as we can. But I wanted to take the last portion of the show to go over hardcore, because it's been something that we knew some people would love and some people not so much. It's not for everyone. It's an acquired taste. But before we get into chatting about what's been happening there, let's take a look at some of the highlights. I'm just checking to see if we're ready to go with that, which we are. From some of the streams we've been looking at, these are awesome. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and all of the above. All right, see you in just a sec.
Get back
I'm
in
dead.
this room,
I'm
Capo.
dead. I'm dead. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. Okay, come get me.
Heavy's done. Pick up Capo ASAP.
There's a dude on me. There's a dude on me.
No!
There's a lawnmower. Oh my god. Oh, I'm dead. Never. Oh my god.
It doesn't get closer than that. I have no armor kits. Oh my god!
Oh no, I'm dead. Quick, pick me up.
No!
Kill. Oh my god, dude, that deer just scared the bejesus out of me. Oh my. Perfect. Holy shit, that was close.
Okay, now I'm in trouble.
We're over here.
What a dick.
I died, yo.
Wow.
Well, that last
Feels-
one happened to me a few times, not in hardcore.
No, in hardcore it's a whole
Yes.
other story. We do have some data. This is kind of like a light stats with the annex section from the first week of hardcore. I'll let you go for that.
Yeah, I was
There
like,
you
how are
go.
you going to do it? Because I don't have the stats.
There you go. There's some numbers for you.
All right, I'm going to discover them live. So what do we have here?
You just checking to see? You're just checking to see if you want to say that.
No, I'm just
Okay.
reading because that's a very long sentence. But
It is.
all right. So it's just for the first week of hardcore. So that's December 10 to December 16th. So just the first week. We've had. I was wondering if I wanted to ask chat to guess, but
We don't have
no.
time.
We don't. Okay, we don't
No.
have time. All right, we're serious here. Okay, so I'll keep it serious. 17.7% of hardcore characters actually died, which I find disappointing. I would want more people to die
Game's too easy, man.
in the game, in a video game.
Well, I mean, you expect people to play a lot more carefully, right? No, but you laugh, but I want things to be brutal.
It's true. Yeah.
Yes.
So, all right. What else you
Yes.
got?
1.2% of the characters actually reach World Tier 5 in the first week.
1.2%.
Yes,
In the first week, though. There's
in the first
more
week.
by now.
So there's more by now.
All right. That's
Yeah.
cool. I mean, that's impressive.
Yes.
I didn't expect people to get as far as quickly as they did, but then I also did because you guys are crazy.
Yeah. And then the third one I have, and that's a pretty cool one. On the first week, we had 6 completions of Dark Hours, Operation Dark Hours.
Yeah,
On the first week.
that's
So congratulations.
impressive.
That's really impressive.
I was gearing up. I literally was.
I really didn't think that was going to happen, honestly, until like, I don't know, months or something.
People are crazy, man.
Nope.
They're
Yeah.
They're like
faith
week
in our
one.
players.
Boom.
yeah,
Of course it was going to happen.
Amazing.
really awesome. So the team, and I will butcher all of these names, but the team that did manage to complete the raid first was Vincent Shen 146, Zachary Empress, Curiosity, AS, Nikirina, ORZ, and MMD, 2 members from MMD, Hinare and Hanjil as well. Congratulations, that's super awesome and very impressive. I wish I had such skill and
Yes.
was as grossly incandescent as these people. No, fantastic. We do see a lot of questions about PvP. We do know that that's a big issue. We talked a bit about the shotgun stuff before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you did say that Frederick messaged you back and said there is
He did. Yep.
an update coming to the shotgun issue,
Yes. Absolutely.
Right.
Episode 3.
episode 3,
Yeah.
which is coming next month.
Yeah. And then at some point, right? we're going to probably talk about the State of the Game roadmap again, I guess. But at some point, there's a lot of questions about Dark Zone and stuff. Maybe we can talk about, we can dedicate some time to Dark Zone as well.
Definitely.
Because that wasn't on the list, but maybe that's something
No,
we can do.
exactly. We're here every week, and there will be
Totally.
Especially, I know this one is a little bit light on announcements and new things.
Yeah.
Even though we showed you the new exotic and that sort of thing, but there's a lot of State of the Games with a lot of cool new things for Episode 3, for the update that's coming after that, and things and stuff. But we will get to those very soon. So if you missed it and you weren't here, let's take another look at the State of the Game roadmap for the rest of the month. Next week, we have item stats, RNG and UI. We talked and showed a little bit about that before. On January 22nd, we have Recall and Skill Power, which is Recall stat storing we talked about before. We haven't talked about it, but it's you can tell from the name that it's something very, very...
I think that's the
new.
first time I think we might have said that.
Yeah.
So
Skill Power refactorization
intended.
as well.
yeah,
The skill
yeah,
power
that's a big one. I don't think that we have ever mentioned before, have
Yeah.
we? Did we mention that before?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Before the end of the year?
Not really. We may have alluded to it.
Not in those words.
Yeah,
And some of the Dark Zone quality
Yeah.
of life changes that are
Yes.
coming. So we will talk a little bit about the Dark Zone next
that's
week.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some cool there's oh man.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to be able to talk about some of the stuff. And,
Sorry, I said Dark Zone next week. I meant the week after next.
Yeah. And Frederick also I know has been dying to talk about some of the stuff he's been up to. So
Cool. So he'll talk about the
It's gonna be
exotic
exciting.
weapon, and then I'll try and get as much information out of him about weapons and stuff as
Yes.
I can next week. All right, I think it's time to head over to agent highlights. We're still here to answer a few questions as we see them pop up, but let's take a look at, I think we have 2 agent highlights this week. Maybe some familiar faces in there. All right, the first one we have is from Compass Ghost. Again, more custom weapons.
Nice.
Yeah, that's impressive. Do you have one of those at home? Not the custom weapon, because there's only one in the world from Compass Ghost. But do you have one of the fancy like bendable model?
Not that one, no.
Me either. Feels bad.
There's one
Wait,
right.
we don't
is
get
it
the
that one?
cool
No, it's not
stuff.
that. Oh, it's that one up there.
it's that one. Yeah.
We don't get the cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And so the next one we have, I think, is Melikata. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Getting me all
Nice.
nostalgic.
Nice.
Very cool. Technically, I think in Sweden, like, everyone still has their Christmas trees up, right? Until the 13th. You guys are weird.
Ah.
But yeah, so it's still relevant, everyone. It's
Yep.
still Christmas in Sweden. But awesome cosplay, man. Really, really, really cool. Were there any other questions or things that you saw that you want to address right now? Or should we go back and recap anything?
No, I just see some people reacting on like some people that probably expected more information coming back from the break. What's important for us with this state of the game is just to give you clear expectations on what's coming for the rest of the month, and I think that's what we're doing. So there's going to be a lot of things to talk about next week, the week after that, with episode 3 as well, and I know about there's a lot of things. And just because we don't talk about it now doesn't mean we haven't been working on that, because I see some people commenting on what the like little announcements we have here means we've not been working on anything, but couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk about, and we want to make sure it's organized in a timely manner, and you guys have clear expectations, and you know when we're going to be talking about what. So that's what we're doing right now.
Great. That's very sad you don't have anything for us now. Yeah, I understand why you would feel that way, but it's all coming. Thanks for streaming State of the Game, guys. Oh, that's okay. Red nose. It's nice. Should have just waited. No, I like saying hi to people. It's nice. And also, I mean, there is quite a bit of new information. People now know that episode 3 coming in February.
That's
We're
right.
still here, so we're still here. We're still working on the game.
Yeah.
That's the most important.
We dropped recalibration, stat storing, skill power. What do we call it? Do we call it refactorization?
I think refactorization is the
the word
term,
that's
so you
being
can
used.
take.
Because that's what we call it internally. I wanted
Yeah.
to make sure you said that before.
We can
I
take that
said
and run with it. So
It's,
this, we'll be able to go a bit more in depth on how, just how big those changes are in the coming weeks.
they're pretty huge.
Yeah.
So, like, I think the next day of the game and the one after that, it's going to be so much content
Yes.
to
Yeah.
cover in only a short amount of time. So,
Look at this guy making promises. All right,
be cool.
cool. I like
it's going
it.
to be cool.
Fantastic. I
expectations.
did see one other quick request of showing the exotic video again. So while we're looking at some of the questions, can we just bring up the chameleon exotic? It's very, very cool. Again, if you missed it, check out the color of the actual body of the gun. They're super cool. Nice. I have no idea where it drops from. Anyway, that's a question for Frederick.
Yep.
All right, that's it for today, everyone. Again, we'll be back next week with more of the...
Yeah.
People don't... item stats doesn't sound as sexy. We need to find another name for it. But the gear game and all of that is a huge topic, and we'll be talking about that next week.
Yes.
Kind of,
The RPG.
it's kind of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A small part of the game.
Yeah. All right. So we'll catch you again next week. Enjoy some of these Division 2 photos, and if you want to submit your own, hashtag the Division 2 photos on Twitter, and we'll see you all next week. All right. Bye.
See you.
Bye.